It was many years ago that I served as your apprentice. I worked my wings off every day till my magic grew momentous. Yet you never let me look at your most wonderful possession, a secret book of spells that soon became my sole obsession. 'Cause it was such a bore being fairy number 4. You treated me like your own kettle. It would be far more fun being fairy number 1. So won't you make way for Miss Nettle? I'm like a pretty rose, but be forewarned. Mess with Nettle and you will get the thorn. I'll be as famous as Maleficent, but 23 times more magnificent. Darlings, it was such a bore being fairy number 4, and now I have a score to settle. It will be so much fun being fairy number 1, so won't you make way for Miss Nettle? Everyone make way for Miss Nettle! Anything you want, I'm happy to deliver. Tell your little princess there is nothing I can't give her. Anything at all, just tell me your desire. No order is too tall for Sasha to acquire. What you want, what you need, satisfaction is guaranteed. Anything you require, ask old Sasha and by gosh you get all you desire. I can feel your wrist with gems and jewels and bangles. How can you resist the silver gold that jingle jangles? And for you, my sweet, let's be a bit excessive. I'll swap that darling necklace for something more impressive. What you want, what you need, satisfaction is guaranteed. Anything you require, ask for Sasha and by gosh you get all you desire. All you desire. Ask for Sasha and by gosh you get all you desire. Yeah.
I have a plan to trip you up, drop every tray and every cup. Because that serpent pin is cursed, you'll go from being best to worst. And I will help provide some terrible and cruel surprises. And I will never rest until your job is mine. Mine. Being steward of Enchantia, that's my dream. To get that job, I've hatched a truly amazing scheme. It involves a secret trick. Ha-ha! Getting rid of bailiwick. And if you worry, fret or frown, Slickwell kicks you when you're down. Now that you're a clumsy clod, Slickwell's going to steal your job. And I will help provide some terrible and cruel surprises. And I will never rest until your job is mine. All mine. Push you out of the way until your job is mine. Job will soon be mine. That job will soon be mine.
I grew up in a kingdom far away, where all was black and white and sometimes gray. My charms were the greatest ever seen. Yet still they made my older sister queen. So I hatched a plot to bring her down, show them who should wear the crown. They caught me and without a trial marooned me on a desert isle. All I sought was a kingdom of my own, where I could rule from a black and white throne, and my dear sister would finally be outshone. The spotlight should be mine and mine alone. That's why I need a kingdom of my own. And now your jewel, I hate to say, must be destroyed so I can stay. But someone has to pay the price, so I can have my two-tongue paradise. I'll make your land a kingdom of my own, where I will rule from a black and white throne, and everybody will finally be outshone. The spotlight will be mine and mine alone, after your dear daddy's overthrown. I've got some nerve, but I deserve a kingdom of my very own. Hey, hey, today's my birthday, but I'm going out of my head, 'cause all I wanted was one flying horsey, but I got this crummy loot instead. So I went and cast a little spell, got every flying horse in the land. And let me tell ya, I'm just getting started. There's so much more I'm gonna demand. You're gonna do it Wendell's way. I call the shots and everyone better obey. What I want is what I will get. That's a promise and also a threat. Whoa! Yeah! Your pretty horses are my little pets now, so you better stay out of my way. 'Cause all I gotta do is trump my little loot, and they'll do whatever I say. Jump! Spin! Now don't see don't! Oh yeah, 'cause that's Wendell's way. You're gonna do it my way. You're gonna do it my way, or you're gonna pay. That's Wendell's way.
I don't like the dark, but I live in a cave. A cozy little home is what I crave. Even if I have to misbehave, beware, this fleagle has landed. From kingdom to kingdom I have roamed, searching high and low with a fine-tooth comb. Finally found a cave to call my home. Behold, this fleagle has landed. I used to reside under old Caldoon till they chased me out of town. But this little cave will do just fine once I move a few things around. Like it or not, I'm here to stay, so you better do everything I say, or there's gonna be a hefty price to pay, because this fleagle has landed. Oh yeah, this fleagle has landed. Look out, this fleagle has landed on you. It's always been a dream of mine to create the most fabulous flower. I toiled for years in my greenhouse till I grew one that showed off my power. This bloom could burst through ice and snow, a sight so thrilling to see. It was gorgeous, it was tough, it was exactly like me. My finest flower, a precious work of art. My finest flower, so cold you warmed my heart. It would have been my masterpiece, such a breathtaking floral creation that rulers from every kingdom would have given a standing ovation. But then one day, to my dismay, I found my flowers were gone. Not one petal, not one seed. I wept and I wept But do they invite me? No, ma'am. They have no idea that I made their dear flower. They don't even know who I am. Back when we were just little crystal kids, my sister was always the star. Her talent was praised all across the aisles, while people said mine was subpar. And when sorcerers needed magic gems, who did they come to? My sis felt so left out, how much it hurt when I was just simply dismissed. But those days are over now, 'cause I'll soon be known throughout the land. My crystals finally in demand, and when I make my big premiere, my power will be crystal clear. I'll use the magic of the isles to make new crystals grow. And if some creatures lose their charms, that's just the way it goes. So let's get on with the show. I'll soon be known throughout the land. My crystals finally in demand, and when I make my big premiere, then it will all be crystal clear. My power will be crystal clear. Yes, it will all be crystal clear. Why is a tear running down from my eye? I've never felt quite like this before, and I don't know why it makes me cry to think he might sleep forevermore. Oh, what is this I'm feeling? What is this ache inside of me? Everything is reeling through these misty eyes I just can't see. What is this feeling I'm feeling in me? I'll embrace this feeling, let go of the way I used to be. Friendship is revealing, and it makes me see a brand new me. I like this feeling I'm feeling.
The world has never seen someone as mean as yours truly. I was villainously vile and completely unruly. But then those pesky protectors caught up to me. They locked me in the locket and they threw away the key. So I wandered to Prisma and I offered her power. I would say or do anything to get out of that tower. She thought she was winning, but I could not be stopped. Greater of two evils has come out on top. Now I've got a new mission that I must complete, to bring out the worst in everybody I meet. I'll help them find their inner evil by setting them straight. Being vicious and suspicious is deliciously great. So let's get wicked, let's do some bad today. Get wicked, put on an evil display. Get wicked, the point that I'm making is when you get wicked, the world is yours for the taking. You always had a friend or two, someone to lend a hand. When times are tough, you look to them to get out of a jam. But now no matter where you turn, there's no one here but you. speech. We both know you are wrong, my dear. You won't be standing long. You run your own, can't run away. You've met your match this very day. And good in you is fading fast. And when it's gone, you're mine at last. Until night falls and wins the war. My darkness cannot be denied. Your little light won't last. I'll show you where real power lies.